Hi, everybody. This is the second time that we are having a guest on my YouTube channel where we are celebrating another INFJ who I think is doing some really incredible things in the world. And I am so excited to have her on this channel. Her name is Scarlett Lee, and I'm going to have her enter the stage. Hey,
Hi,
Scarlett.
Sam. How are
Hi.
you?
Good, thank you. Thank you so
Good.
much for coming on my channel.
Thank you
I
for
should
having
let
me.
people know. Oh, yeah. I should let people know that Scarlett and I actually do Muay Thai boxing together. And so we know each other in real life, and we met when we were both pregnant with our second babies, and they're both 6 now. So we've known each other for that long.
Yes.
Um, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and
Okay.
who you are?
Okay, so I'm Scarlett. I'm a health coach and a mama of 2 kids. I'm also a food photographer and a healthy recipe developer. I run an Instagram page and a website called It's Scarlett Lee, where I create delicious, simple and delicious whole food recipes, mainly targeting families, suitable for families, and all my recipes are gluten-free, mostly dairy-free, and focused on gut health and building a good gut. And that's
Yay!
basically me in a nutshell, what I
Yeah.
do.
I feel like I need people to know as well because you're very humble and modest, but you actually have one of the most incredible Instagram accounts I know, and I feel really grateful that I know you
Aw,
because
thank you.
I get to eat your delicious food, and I'm not very good in the kitchen, and I get to have your food. You have over 13,000 followers on Instagram. Could you share a little bit about your journey on like how you got started and your passion behind that? Because I should say I have so many INFJs who watch my YouTube videos who tell me that they they have a passion and a drive to do something positive for the world and like, to put something out there, but they let fear hold them back or imposter syndrome or whatever. Like they have all these blocks that stop them from stepping forward into their purpose. Can you share a little bit about that?
So I definitely also have those things, and I think it's
Yeah.
something that I still continue to work on every day. But basically, how I got started was pretty organic. I was pregnant with my first daughter, and before getting pregnant, I had a few health issues, and my husband and I had traveled to India and we got sick and had to take lots of antibiotics. So that kind of started our journey into a healthy lifestyle. So we started looking at how can we rebuild our gut health? How can we be the best in the best health we can be? Actually, sorry, I wasn't pregnant at this stage.
Yeah.
Before getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we just started to change our diets really slowly,
Yeah.
started adding in really good foods, started getting rid of all the processed foods, and then we started adding in fermented foods, which are really great for rebuilding the good bacteria in your gut. We started doing that, and then I started just sharing my creations on my social media page, and that's how my first Instagram page, Culture Baby, was born. So that was all about sharing fermented food recipes with people.
Yeah.
People from there, I guess people just started asking me to run workshops, or they wanted to know more about how to make something.
Yeah.
And there's only so much you can show on a recipe. At that stage, Instagram was only a photo sharing app. It wasn't videos like it is now. So people wanted more of that hands-on. So I started running workshops and just grew organically from there based on what people were asking me for and what I was just sharing what I was doing in my daily life anyway, and my healthy lifestyle. And yeah, it slowly evolved from there. And now I'm doing more healthy recipes for families because that's kind of at the stage of what I'm in at the moment with my own kids, 6 and 9 now.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many questions I want to ask you in different directions I want to go in. But I want to let the people know who are watching, if you have any of your own questions, you can put it in the comments and I will highlight that question and Scarlett could answer it. But I guess on the health perspective, so as a counselor, I talk a lot about well-being and mental health, but I believe that our overall health is looking after our body, our mind, and our soul. I've been on a bit of a health journey myself. I haven't talked too much about it yet, but I've been on a health journey on having to cut out gluten. Can you share a little bit about the link between like gut health and your emotional health and well-being?
So basically, our gut is responsible for so many different functions in our body. About 80% of we're made up of 80% of bacteria. So we're pretty much more bacteria than people. And our neurotransmitters are in our gut. So our neurotransmitters are responsible for like the release of serotonin and dopamine, those feel-good chemicals. So if we have a healthy gut, then those things are going to function properly. So if we have imbalances in our gut, then it is going to affect those neurotransmitters and how serotonin and dopamine is released. That's basically it. And I guess you can feel it yourself, like that gut-brain connection. Like when you're feeling nervous, you can feel it in your tummy. Like when you are, like you can kind of feel that connection, if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it's something that you notice straight away once you start. Like for me and my husband, as soon as we started changing our diets, it was just a kind of natural cause and effect. Like that wasn't something we were looking for to reduce anxiety. That was not the reason for changing our diet, but that was kind of the natural flow and effect. So we started changing our diet, we started feeling good, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, I feel really good in my mind, my body. It was a nice flow on effect. So
that's exactly what happened to me. So I had to cut out gluten because of other health issues. But then as soon as I cut out the gluten, I noticed a decrease in my anxiety levels. And I never used to get anxiety until I became a mum. And then over the years, I just found I was getting more and more anxious, but mentally, I wasn't feeling anxious. I was just physically
I think
anxiety.
Sometimes you don't notice it until it's not there. And then you realize, oh wow, I feel amazing. I feel really good. So it's a nice flow-on effect from changing what you eat.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Would you be able to tell us about your new ebook, which I'm really, really excited about, because I just have to say that I love all of your recipes. You know me, that I really struggle in the kitchen, and I personally find recipes really hard to follow. But for some reason, with your ebooks and your recipes, I find them really easy for me to actually do and for it to like turn out okay. So
I'm so glad. I get a lot of comments like that. I think it comes from my background as a primary teacher. So I'm used to that teaching mindset of simplifying everything. And
Yeah.
so that is one of my goals for all my recipes, to keep them nice and simple that anyone can follow.
Yeah.
So my new ebook is called Sweet Celebrations. It's basically 14 of my favorite whole food sweet Christmas recipes. So these are the ones that I make for my family each year that we love. They're all gluten-free. Most of them can be dairy-free, and they're refined sugar-free, but they taste great. So I've tested out these recipes on all different kinds of people, like people who don't eat gluten-free, dairy-free, and they've been loved by everyone. So yeah. So it's just a collection of healthy recipes I make for my family that you can make for your family as well. There's also some gift ideas in there as well, like granola and like caramelized nuts and things like that. So
yum. Yeah. What's your favorite recipe in it?
Oh, my favorite recipe. That's a really tricky one. I can't really go past like a good gingerbread. So the gingerbread or the shortbread cookies, I love so much. Actually, the rumbles are really good. I was really happy with how they turned out, because I had never tried like a healthy version of a rumble. And then when these ones worked out, I was very happy. They taste really great.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to try that. I actually, I'm excited because it was this time last year that I had to cut out, I think it was this time last year, I had to cut out gluten and dairy, and I felt like I was really missing out on Christmas and all the Christmas celebrations. So I'm happy that I now can make some of these foods and celebrate, and it's not going to make me feel sick either.
They're designed for people like you, so you don't have to miss out. There's, I guess, healthy versions of all the classic recipes like gingerbread, fruit mince pies, and eggnog, but they're free and dairy-free versions, so you don't have to miss out on those classic recipes that you
I've also, for everybody, so you know, I've put the link for you to purchase the ebook in the description of this video. Now, because this channel is about INFJs and you're an INFJ, can you tell me a little bit about like when you discovered you were an INFJ and what that was like for you?
I think I had done the test quite a long time ago, but I didn't really know what it meant, to be honest. And it actually wasn't until I met you, and I think you said to me, I think you might be an INFJ. And I thought, well, I think I am. I've done that test. I need to go and do it again. So I did the test again, and after what you had told me, and then reading more about INFJ after that, it just, I feel like my whole life just made sense after doing that, or knowing that about myself. I always thought I was different, but I guess reading up, doing that test and confirming that, and reading up and realizing that other people are like that as well, it just made me feel so much better. And I think, and then from there I just started reading up more and learning from you, and it just, a lot of things in my life made a lot more sense from then.
That's how I felt as well. Like it was almost like a light bulb moment of understanding why I felt like a weirdo around people.
Definitely. And just embracing it as well, like not kind of wanting to change, like accepting that, okay, this is who I am and this is great, and there's lots of other people out there who are like that. And just really leaning into that has been nice.
And what advice would you give other INFJs who might want to start their own business or do something, or even embracing who they are? Or any advice? Do you have any advice for other INFJs? Because I see you as someone who's like really successful and living in your truth and embracing your strengths.
Thank you. I feel like you have to just start, I guess, and don't compare yourself to other people, because I think our personality is so different to other people.
Yeah.
Finding your own unique, working with your strengths and using them to your advantage, and not looking at how other people do business, I guess, finding your own unique way. So a lot of people out there, like business coaches, may be extroverted, say you got to put yourself out there, but you can still put yourself out there and preserve your energy, just finding that the right way that works for you. So it doesn't have to look like someone else's business or how they're doing it. You find your own unique way of doing it, and just start, and definitely get a friend who is in the same space, or join a Facebook group, or get some support, because you're going to need that support and need those people who understand what you're doing and who are in that same space.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I feel like you're that person for me.
Oh, good. Oh, me too, for you. So having someone who's INFJ and someone in business, like those two things, so good. Even if you can find like having INFJ people to talk to, having business people to talk to, just people who get it, because not everyone will get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I often have people tell me that they don't know, like they can't find other INFJs, but I feel like for me, it was the moment I decided to just be completely myself, and I was able to draw in people like yourself and connect with you, because I was being myself, and then you were being yourself, and then turned out we were both INFJs.
I feel like the more you learn about it, the more people you question, you think, oh, I think they're INFJ too. And maybe
definitely
attract these people into our lives. So
yes, definitely. Yeah. Okay, I have one more question.
Okay.
And then we'll go.
All
right. You mentioned about learning to like preserve your energy. So I get quite a lot of DMs from people about going through INFJ burnouts and really burning out. How do you preserve your energy?
That is a good question.
You're not sure?
I definitely, having clear boundaries is a big lesson for me. So learning how to say no has been a really big lesson. I think when you start or go into a business, you always want to say yes to everything, which is great, but you have to be able to set those healthy boundaries, and that will allow you to preserve your energy. Also, I guess I work a lot in with my menstrual cycle, so knowing those times where I have a lot more energy, getting all the things done then, and then going into those rest days when I need to. So I kind of use that as a bit of a cycle as well, and that helps me with preserve my energy. So that and
I love that.
Yeah, definitely those two things.
Yeah, I've touched on, I forget which video, but I remember talking a little bit about that, about working with your cycle, but I haven't done a deep dive on that. I think because 50% of my audience are men. So that's such a they won't get that, won't make sense for them, but definitely for women, hey. Although I reckon men go through their own cycle.
Yeah, I mean,
manly cycle.
Like making the most of those times when you do have a lot of energy, like using it, and then when you're feeling more down, just setting those boundaries more.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I have to go pick my kids up from school. It's their final day of school. So
Oh, that's exciting.
yeah, thank you so much for coming on. And I really am so excited about your new ebook. As I said earlier, I love every single ebook that you've brought out. And
Thank
I
you.
think everybody here, everybody watching, should go check out Scarlett's new ebook, Sweet Celebrations, and actually have a healthy, happy Christmas, knowing that you can celebrate Christmas with delicious food, but it's still going to be good for your gut health as well.
Thank you
Did
so
you?
much for having me. Thank you for being on my
You're
channel. And
welcome.
yeah, please check out my Instagram and send me a DM, anyone
Yes.
who's watching. And if you have any questions, I'd love to
Yeah.
hear from you.
Yeah, and I've linked your Instagram in the description as well of this video so people can click
Thank
straight
you.
through to it. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All
You're
right. Thank
amazing.
you. So are
Okay.
you.
Thanks. I'll see you at boxing.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.